Welcome to another episode of the Murphy, Sam, and Jody After the Show podcast.
Okay, guys, let's get personal.
Uh-oh. Don't we do that all the time? Or
Yeah, especially here in the After the Show podcast. There's a big football game coming up. There's a lot of them, actually.
Yeah.
But
yeah, you got NFL playoffs that are going on. You got the college, the CFP.
National championship.
The big national championship between LSU and Clemson.
The last time there was a big game for us to watch, we went to a restaurant, a big outdoor patio with some friends of ours to watch that game.
Yeah.
And you know me in football, if it's my team, I don't like to miss a play.
Yeah.
Right.
You're in it.
I'm very much in it, especially
as long as they win it.
Although Jodi was a little out of that one every so often because I think they were all drinking margaritas, and so it would be a little TV and a little conversation, and then oh my God, did they score again?
That's why
right.
It's 63-28. What happened?
That's why I bring this up. I'm not doing that again.
Drinking or going to the game?
At the same time, I'm not marrying those two again.
Marrying the going out and the gaming, or the
watching
drinking
a game while with friends drinking.
Okay. Yeah.
And eating.
Mm-hmm.
Those are some of the best times.
It's so fun, yes. But here's what happened.
Oh.
I don't think I overdid.
Oh, no, you didn't overdo it.
Good. You'd be honest with me if I did.
I would. I'm your permanent designated driver now, so,
I know.
But, yeah, you were good.
Yeah, it was really good. But it was a good game, and there were a lot of moments with the hands in the air and high-fiving, and it was really fun, and my friend Jodi and I was like, let's have another, and it was delicious, and I knew it was like a Saturday, so I knew it didn't have to be anywhere the next, whatever, and knew Murphy was driving. So
margaritas for every touchdown?
It actually wasn't margaritas. It was the French 75 drink I like so much in frozen form. Really good. But anyway.
Okay.
I don't know what that is.
It's good.
Maybe they came out with that after I quit drinking.
No, I think they came out with it in France during World War something.
Oh.
It's old, actually.
Oh, is it really?
It's an old drink.
French 75, so that could be, I guess, one of three different, centuries. 1775, 1875,
Anyway,
1975.
The next day, I was watching, I was on my phone, and I saw highlights come up from the game.
Oh, you saw highlights you missed.
And I saw incredible stuff I missed.
Oh, yeah.
And that bothers me a lot. So much so that I want to go back and watch that game again.
Well, and there were a few of those.
I feel stupid.
You don't need to feel stupid.
I do.
But, there were a couple of those where I'm like, watch, boy, this is coming up, and everybody was in such deep conversation that I just wasn't going to. And it was noisy in there. I couldn't really get your attention, so.
Anyway, that's what I want to do. I want to enjoy it fully going forward. When it's an important game, when it's I don't care as much, fine, bring it on. But I just don't want to miss it again, and I do want to go back and watch.
I enjoy watching games with Jodi. I think Jodi's fun to watch football with, and it's so when it's the two of us in front of the TV, nothing else exists.
A lot of yelling.
Me, you, in the game.
The kids and the dogs don't like it. Our dogs.
Well,
they get upset. They don't know why we're yelling. I guess they assume at first we're yelling at them.
Well, Jodi's not only a yeller, she's a jumper. She gets up off the couch and slaps her hands or things like that. There are other noises that
It's very exciting.
Yeah,
I just don't want to dull that down from myself again.
Done that before, watching the game at home with the kids because they don't really sit to watch it. They're moving around doing their thing.
They halfway watch.
And I'll lose my mind, and it's like what? It's like. Interception. We got an interception.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you're watching the game.
Yeah.
But like everybody else.
Yeah.
But I do like watching it socially with friends. It
makes it fun.
Mm-hmm.
And
but everybody's kind of got to be in sync.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's right. Exactly.
I very much relate to this. You have to pick the right crowd for watching football.
It is important. Thank you, Chad. You do.
Yeah, because I watch, for fantasy, so I'm paying attention to, who's scoring what touchdowns, what players individually have done what, who's got the most receptions.
Oh, that's too much.
Exactly.
Too much work, Chad.
If you're just watching with friends and hanging out, if those sort of things are important, or if this is an important game, that might not be the right crowd. But, when I watch with my dad, he's a big football fan. We can go very in-depth about the mechanics. I could watch a big game with my dad and not really miss a moment.
That's nice.
Whereas if I'm watching with my friends, I probably don't want to miss out on a game that's really important to me.
Yeah. You're as much of an analyst as you are a spectator.
Yeah. And so you got to be with other people like that. Otherwise, they're not going to be on the same wavelength when
it's
you're
true.
watching.
You have to pick your crowd carefully if you're going to watch socially. The example for me was years ago, and we were having a really good season, and it was an important game. We were invited to some friend's house, and you and the guys were in the living room, and I was in the kitchen area with the girls, and there was a TV, and I was watching it the way I do when the play clock started and the game started. I was on it, and these girls were talking to me about, like earrings and stuff, which I'm usually all about. And at one point, one of my friends then said, "Jodi, what's wrong?" And I'm like, "I'm watching the game. Nothing's wrong. I'm just watching the game." And I think it was not a good moment between us because she was
really
a little offended, I want to say. It was years ago. And that's somebody that I can't watch a game with because she is not in it as much. She loves the team, but she's not about watching the game and watching the plays. So, yeah, choose wisely.
I used to watch the football games when I was a kid with my dad never cared about football. My mom and my aunt would watch the games.
That's right.
And I'd watch with them, and I swear there was so much cursing going on. Not me because I was a kid, but they all, and I think that's where I got my football anxiety from. Of course, the teams I support never seem to just put it away.
Yeah.
But I got a lot of that from my mom.
Yeah.
I still think that's wild because I would totally picture your dad as being especially the pro football Sunday kind of being from New Orleans, a Saints fan. You know,
Yeah.
what I mean,
It's
He
opposite.
didn't care at all.
Your mom. That's funny. That's funny. That was the football. Watching football was actually a daddy-daughter thing at my house. My brother wasn't interested and my mom wasn't. So maybe that's one reason it means so much to me because my daddy and I, how much I adored him. And that was a bonding thing for us. And once he saw that I was really interested in it and asking questions, and maybe in the beginning when I was a little girl, I did it just to be close to him. Mm-hmm. But once he saw that I really liked the game, he would teach me stuff about it when we'd watch football.
And as a kid, I was not interested in it at all. Mm-hmm. My dad he was absolutely the sit in the recliner Sunday, watch the games. I mean, he's a Saturday college ball guy too. I mean, the weekends were made for that for him. But I guess it was until I went to college, then I started to, I guess having an appreciation for the sport. When you have a free ticket.
Yeah, you get a free ticket every Saturday.
In the student section, it's different again.
Right. Do you want to bring it back full circle?
I can. I don't feel
just
like
about. I mean, so when.
Okay. So anyway, as much as I like enjoying it socially, and I will continue to enjoy it, but a big game, probably not.
Well, and you know
not
what?
a drop along with the game.
If you and I did not want to watch it at home, you and I could go together and still watch it somewhere. You know what I mean? Because we would be in that sync.
You would know when and when not to.
Yeah. I'm not looking for an excuse to go eat. I'm just saying.